Welcome, dear friends, to a delightful exploration of a topic that has sparked debates, ignited passions, and, let's be honest, probably caused a few family dinners to go off the rails. Today, we're diving into the fascinating intersection of science and faith. Can they coexist? Spoiler alert, the answer might surprise you. Let's kick things off by defining our terms. What is science? At its core, science is the systematic study of the natural world through observation and experimentation. It's the methodical process that helps us understand the universe, from the tiniest subatomic particles to the vastness of galaxies. Science thrives on evidence, repeatability, and a healthy dose of skepticism. It's like that friend who always questions your life choices, but in a good way, pushing you to dig deeper and find the truth. Now, let's pivot to faith. Faith, on the other hand, is a bit more elusive. It's that deep-seated belief in something greater than ourselves, often without the need for empirical evidence. Faith can manifest in many forms: religious beliefs, spiritual practices, or even a profound trust in the goodness of humanity. It's like that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you believe in the power of love, kindness, and the universe conspiring in your favor. Faith invites us to embrace the mysteries of life, to find meaning in the unexplainable, and to connect with something beyond the tangible. Now, if we look back through history, we see that the relationship between science and faith has been anything but smooth sailing. From Galileo's run-ins with the church to the ongoing debates around evolution and creationism, there's been a long-standing perception that science and faith are at odds. Yet, in contemporary times, more and more individuals are beginning to recognize that the two can coexist, each enriching our understanding of life in unique ways. So, let's address the elephant in the room, the dichotomy between scientific understanding and spiritual beliefs. Many individuals grapple with this tension, feeling like they have to choose between trusting in science or leaning into their faith. But what if I told you that you don't have to choose? What if science and spirituality could complement rather than contradict each other? Imagine for a moment that science and faith are like two sides of the same coin. They each offer distinct perspectives on the human experience. Science provides us with the how of the universe, how things work, how life evolves, how our bodies function. Faith, on the other hand, offers the why we exist, why we search for meaning, why love and connection matter. When we allow both to inform our lives, we create a more holistic understanding of our existence. Now, let's dig a little deeper into the evidence-based versus faith-based approaches. Science is rooted in evidence. It demands proof and validation. Faith, however, often requires us to leap into the unknown, to trust in what we cannot see. This doesn't mean that one is superior to the other. Rather, they serve different purposes. Science can explain the mechanics of a beautiful sunset, while faith can help us appreciate the awe and wonder of that moment. Together, they create a richer tapestry of understanding. But of course, there's potential for conflict. We've all heard stories of scientists and religious leaders butting heads over issues like climate change, genetic engineering, or the origins of life. These conflicts often arise from a misunderstanding of the roles that each plays in our lives. When we see science as a threat to faith, we miss out on the opportunity for dialogue and growth. Instead of viewing them as opposing forces, we can start to see them as partners in our quest for truth. Let's take a moment to explore some examples of this dichotomy. Think about the age-old debate between evolution and creationism. On one side, we have scientists who present evidence from fossil records and genetic studies to explain the development of species over millions of years. On the other side, we have those who hold a literal interpretation of religious texts, believing in a divine creation. This clash can be intense, but it's also an opportunity for deeper inquiry. What if we approach this debate with curiosity instead of defensiveness? What if we asked questions like, how can both perspectives contribute to our understanding of life? Now, let's shift gears and look for alignment and congruence between science and faith. One beautiful example is the field of quantum physics. At the subatomic level, we find a world that defies our traditional understanding of reality. Particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, and their behavior can seem almost mystical. Many scientists and spiritual thinkers alike have drawn parallels between these quantum phenomena and concepts found in various spiritual traditions, such as interconnectedness and the nature of consciousness. It's a reminder that the universe is far more complex and wondrous than we can imagine. Another area where science and faith can complement each other is in the realm of mental health and well-being. Research shows that practices like meditation, prayer, and mindfulness can have profound effects on our mental and emotional health. These practices, often rooted in spiritual traditions, are now being validated by scientific studies that demonstrate their benefits for stress reduction, emotional regulation, and overall well-being. Here, we see science affirming what many spiritual seekers have known for centuries: that nurturing our inner lives can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. And let's not forget about the awe-inspiring mysteries of the universe. When we gaze up at the stars, we can't help but feel a sense of wonder. Science helps us understand the vastness of space, the life cycles of stars, and the intricate dance of galaxies. Yet, in that same moment, faith invites us to ponder our place in the cosmos, to reflect on the interconnectedness of all life, and to find meaning in the grand tapestry of existence. It's a beautiful dance of inquiry and reverence. So, do you have to choose between science and faith? Absolutely not. You can trust both. Embracing the wisdom of both worlds allows us to navigate life with a sense of curiosity and openness. It encourages us to ask questions, seek answers, and embrace the complexity of our existence. In conclusion, the intersection of science and faith is not a battleground, but a rich landscape for exploration. By recognizing that both have valuable insights to offer, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So, let's celebrate the beauty of this coexistence. Let's be the curious explorers, the seekers of truth, and the bridge builders between these two realms. As we continue on this journey of self-awareness and stewardship of life, let's remember that both science and faith can guide us toward a more fulfilling, enriching, and connected existence. After all, the more we understand ourselves, the more we can contribute to stronger communities and a more compassionate world. Thank you for joining me on this whimsical adventure through the intersection of science and faith. May we continue to seek, explore, and embrace the wonders of life together.